Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the first travel talk show I'm doing with Lisa and Victor. Actually, they traveled since a long time, more than 1 year they traveled, and continuously they traveled. So I'm going to share their experience in this channel, because since now you just showed my experience in this channel. I'm traveling solo and what I'm doing and everything, but from now you are going to see other travelers experience too. So welcome to my channel.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So first, they traveled since a long time, and a lot of country they traveled. Question I want to ask you, from how did you started your traveling journey? Like what motivates you, and
What motivates you?
yeah,
Well,
and since when did you started? Like you feel like I want to travel.
okay. I think we can say like since we met, we
Yeah.
we traveled. Like I met him 1 week before he moved to Ireland. So we've been all the time traveling because I went to Ireland to see him. Then
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
route.
I made the route like Ireland, England, Scotland, and part of Europe.
What of your
And so I was like going where
Yeah.
he went. That's how we started.
that time you are
dating.
working?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was working. So I was working in a hospital, so I did like a lot of extra hours. And then I could ask them not to pay me, but to give me back those hours. Like if I worked 12 hours or 14 hours, then the next day I could not go. So I just accumulate hours, and then had like every time I had 10 days, I went to visit him.
Visit him.
So we
Oh
started like
yeah,
this,
and
and-
you are enjoying the company of him and the travel.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
So
that's
we
nice.
never stopped traveling, but this time we did like 1 year only traveling.
yeah.
1 year only traveling.
Yeah,
This is my second time, and for
Yeah,
she
this
is
is
the
the
first
first
time.
time.
This is your first time.
yeah, like stopping everything and going 1 year. Yeah, it's my first time. It's his second.
Yeah.
Oh, your second
My
time.
second
So
time.
okay, so before met her,
Yeah.
where did you travel? Which country did you travel?
I plan to travel to Ireland
Ah,
with the van,
with the van.
and 1 year without work and without study, finish
Oh.
my studies and go to a travel 1 year.
Travel.
Yeah.
So you saved your money for the travel like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same
Yeah.
we've done this time.
Every-
And a whole year you travel in Ireland, or other part also you visited?
I I don't know. When I start to travel, I don't speak nothing English, and I went to yeah, yes, Spanish and Catalan. And I went-
Catala.
Catalan. It's
Catalan.
A language in a region in Catalonia.
Okay.
I started the trial with the band, and I finished the work.
Yeah.
I don't know what they say.
Yeah, so your first year
Yeah.
traveling
Or
solo
you-
was
Alone?
alone with my travel, and she every
Yeah.
time come
not
with
so
me.
alone because I was all the time going.
Yeah.
And yes,
But yeah, that's the first year, like Ireland,
year.
then Scotland, England, and then he moved to Holland,
Holland.
Yeah.
Belgium,
yeah,
and a part of France.
Yeah.
And then when you came back, we went together to Morocco,
to Morocco.
Morocco.
also with the band, and then we came back Barcelona to
To
start
work.
working. But I was working and he started working.
Working in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And and we moved together and we stayed in Barcelona a few months.
Oh wow. Oh, also I just forgot to tell you, they have a beautiful mini van. So they travel all around that van. I will show you the photo of their van. It's so beautiful and cute. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I want to ask you that you travel all around in your van. So how do you manage? Which things you are carrying in your van?
In our van we can
Yes.
sleep because we have a bed that during the day we fold it like the bed. It's not one piece, are different pieces. So
Okay.
we just put all the pieces one on
Like
the
that?
other while we're driving, and we tie it. And then when we
Right.
sleep, we open the bed. It's like this.
Okay.
The
Foldable bed. Yeah.
We do it like this, and then
Yeah. Like
the seats we also
Seats.
close them, and then we open all the
this.
bed.
Open all
Yeah.
the bed.
So when we
yeah.
have the bed open, it's all the van
Yes.
on the bed.
On the van.
But
Yeah.
that's just for sleep. During the day, we close it.
And just to make it like a seat or something.
No, we cannot. It's since we have to put all the parts of the bed one on the other. We cannot sit, but we have the seats of behind open, so we sit there during the day.
2 seats in the
And
bed.
yeah. And the seats in front, they too. Yeah. So we have like a small area because there's a table between seats, so you have a small living area.
On 4
Living
sides.
area. Yeah. Wow.
And for cooking also, we have like a. It's like this size, and then we have the propane bottle.
Electric one.
Propane.
Propane. Okay.
With gas.
Yeah,
With gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find easily gas anywhere.
Yeah.
In Europe, yes.
Yes. Okay. In other country.
In Morocco, we didn't look for it because we
Okay.
went with an host for the travel, so we don't know the rest because we haven't tried it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, cooking
And we have a toilet.
yes.
Oh, you have a toilet too.
Yeah, it's a chemical toilet.
Oh wow.
It's small, but it's nice
It
for a
does
stay.
Yeah. That's what we want.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
fridge.
And fridge.
Fridge
Okay.
also.
The small size one.
No, the
No,
fridge is
it's
quite big. It's like
40,
40 liters. No,
Yeah.
40 liters.
Yeah, that's-
47 liters.
yeah, it's
Enough size
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
For two, it's more than enough.
Yeah. Okay. Our food is here.
yeah.
We have a mini table.
Which one is it? Oh, no, this is
This is a kebab, right?
Ah, it's
Kebab with fries.
Okay.
it's for you.
I want to ask you something. When you travel, so you in Europe you travel. So in Europe's other country you need a visa, right?
Some.
In Europe, we don't need a visa for.
Inside Europe, no, but no. There are no borders. The Schengen area.
Oh
You
yeah,
can go.
yes, I know. With a Schengen visa we can go. We
Yeah,
we
with a
Indian
Schengen
just need a Schengen visa.
So with this
Yeah.
visa, you can go from Spain to Denmark, Italy to Greece. You don't need different visas. There
Norway.
is no border neither. So you just go
Yeah.
and no border.
You know how many countries in Schengen?
20 something because we have the European Union and also Schengen. But
Okay,
not all
European Union is also.
Not all European Union countries are in Schengen area. There are some that know, like Croatia. I think Switzerland. No, Norway.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
So for that you don't require visa, right?
But yeah, we don't need visa for
No.
any in the European country, or even not European, like United Kingdom. It's not Europe anymore, but we don't need visa.
For the United Kingdom also you don't need. Yeah.
If you're from Europe, and Norway doesn't
It's
ask
the
for visa neither.
Yeah.
Some Latin American countries neither, because being from Spain and the historical, the common history, some countries in Latin America don't ask for visa.
We need to New Zealand. We need visa,
Yeah.
and Australia. We need visa, for example. Yeah.
For that you have to visit embassy or something.
You have to just go to the
The embassy. Yeah.
or the Jordan visa. We didn't went to anywhere. It was online, everything.
Us it's visa on arrival.
On arrival.
Yeah, on arrival we get a 1 month stay here.
Yeah. Also, Vietnam doesn't ask for visa if we stay less than 15 days.
Oh.
Just the visa is more than 15.
Other than Europe, which country did you explore? Which together?
Together, yeah, Morocco, and the side with
Fuera de Europa.
Morocco, Cuba.
Because my family is from there, so we've been twice there.
Yeah. And
Vietnam, Singapore,
Vietnam, Singapore,
Jordan, Turkey.
Istanbul.
Sí, sí.
Yes.
Not all
Not-
Turkey,
no-
only
no.
Istanbul.
Only, but it's a part of Turkey, so it's
Yeah,
counted
yeah,
in
yeah,
Turkey.
Yeah. And outside you, I think Morocco. No, together no. No, together, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, right.
And separately, I went to, since my family is from Cuba, everyone that has family in Cuba has family in Miami. so I went there.
Miami? Wow, I want to go there.
Actually, it's like I
Everybody's
expected a lot, but I was like, this is a city that with just party nightlife,
Yes.
it's very good.
Yes.
But daylife, there's nothing much to do. Like the beach, that was my personal experience. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Norway, but we went separately. But yeah, Norway, you can. It's not Europe, but yeah, it's Europe.
Yeah.
So it's like you can count it or not as Europe, but yeah, we can count it as Europe.
But it's Schengen.
No.
No, it's not Schengen?
No.
Okay.
They go on their own.
Okay.
And we plan like next summer go to Iceland.
Wow, Iceland.
Yeah. We wanted to go this year, but it's super expensive. But we said like, okay, next year.
Next year I will go there. In this whole country you travel, right? So which is longer you stayed in one country? Longer time you stayed in one country?
The countries we have stayed more is 1 month.
It's
Cuba and Vietnam.
Vietnam, Cuba, yeah.
Vietnam?
In Vietnam we were 1 month.
In
In Cuba
for
also
me,
1
Ireland, 3
month.
months.
You in Ireland.
3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Living there.
And,
Studying.
and I don't know in England.
Like
I'll-
3 months. Yeah. Scotland
Yeah.
and England.
Yeah, with the van, with the north of Scotland to the south of England. Yeah, like this.
In all those countries, which country you like the most?
All the
I
countries are,
Like
yeah,
countries, each
yeah.
one has
the
something.
countries have.
Each one is different and has. No, it's like
Yeah,
they're different. Like you cannot compare. I think it's like
for example, for me, Cuba is my first country now.
First country.
Yeah, for I know people in this country so
Local.
nice.
Local
like,
people,
yeah.
all my
And-
family.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like-
Which country you had a best experience and the worst experience?
There was experience.
best and worst. I think in the same country both of them.
Okay.
Well,
I don't
think
know.
in Vietnam, I remember a very great experience, like very, very great. On the what was the name? Oh, I have to take 1 second the phone to remember.
Okay.
It was a natural area, but we just went there because it's famous because it has the biggest cave in the world.
Oh,
We couldn't enter,
Paradise Cave?
but
Paradise Cave. Yeah.
no, Paradise Cave we entered.
Yeah, but
The biggest
okay.
is Phong Nha.
Phung Nha.
It's the area there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Paradise and Phung Nha Cave is both in the same area.
yeah. And we went there not for that cave because to enter to that cave you have to be like in perfect physical condition. It's like 4 days trekking, swimming, and climbing with all your stuff. Sleeping
Do
there.
like that?
No.
So we couldn't do it because we are not in the physical shape. Neither you have to reserve it 15 months in advance.
And pay.
Oh, I
And
think you're
pay
talking
a
about
lot.
Yeah, I
But
heard
a
about
lot,
that.
thousands of euros.
Thousands of I
Yeah.
have heard about, and very less people go there because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sondong cave.
Sundong Cave.
We
Yeah.
couldn't go there, but the area around, I just fell in love. So many. We took a moto and we
In
drive.
which area that was?
The Sondong cave. It's like
Phung Nha.
Yeah, same Phung Nha?
Phung Nha is in.
yeah, Phong Nha. Yeah, like
Yeah.
this, Phong Nha.
Yes.
That area, I loved it.
It's,
Yeah.
You just take a moto and drive. There was a road direction to Laos, and we just started to drive. There was nothing because the road ends just before the border, so there's no border. But just drive all what we could and stop, just hear the nature. I loved it. It was and the views and
In Vietnam, you rented a motorbike?
yes.
Yeah,
Always.
because there is a
Every day.
lot of traffic.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
drives. I didn't drive there. I was
Yeah.
scared of doing it.
Yeah.
So he and he you drive
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You drive everything.
Well, I don't drive everything.
bike
I
too?
yeah.
Wow, that's perfect.
Yeah.
We need a bike.
She's the driver now in Vietnam.
In here.
In
Yeah.
Vietnam, in Jordan. Yeah.
I learned to drive after
Do
meeting
you have
him.
an international license?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took
Yeah,
it
we need
for
that.
this.
Yeah. We
For this year.
we pay, but only use in Vietnam
No?
here.
No,
In
no
Jordan.
one has ever asked for
Ask
it.
for it.
In Jordan, I say,
Because
do you want? And say no. Only the license in Spain and say, fuck.
Why did we took the international one? In Vietnam, they don't even ask you for
Yeah.
your driving license.
Yep.
They just say, you know how to ride it?
Yeah.
Okay, take the
Yes.
case.
And also in Vietnam they don't ask for the deposit also, right?
No,
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
No.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Only
Just €5, you have a motor for all the day
All
with
the day.
the gas, everything.
Yeah.
Really, really cheap.
Yeah.
Everyone takes a motor there. Also, a lot of people, I didn't want to drive motor there because we've seen like a lot of European people that are not used to drive motor, go there, drive motor, have a crash,
Yeah.
an accident.
Accident.
And I was like, I'm going to be one of those. I've never drive a motor. I'm not going to learn in
Yeah.
Vietnam with the
Vietnam.
crazy traffic. But
And
also the bad.
the bus, the drivers or the buses.
Yeah, in the bus one night, we took one night bus.
That
Yeah, very bad. We stop it every time.
Driving crazy.
We a lot of time stop and pick up big boxes and enter in the middle of the van and enter in the down of the bus and every
in which
time.
area you took this one? In Vietnam or
In
in
the
other
south,
country?
in the south of Vietnam.
Yeah,
South of Vietnam. Okay.
Yeah.
and pass into the
From
cities.
Da Nang to
I don't remember because we took a lot of buses for going
yeah.
to one place to the other. Night buses. We sleep there because they are
Yeah.
comfortable.
yeah.
But
Mm,
that trip, a lot of people started to came in and
Came in.
they were in the corridors.
Yeah.
They
Sleeping
sit and
and-
sleeping like that. Yeah.
But even a couple of men came. They seemed like drunk. They weren't without t-shirt. Like So if you were sleeping, you were like, yeah. Also, the bus it was 10 hours and it didn't stop for toilet.
Oh.
Yeah.
And when I asked him, he was like, yeah, didn't stop. He asked, yeah, no stop. And 6
and
hours
in
we
one
went
ti-
there like, you have to stop. Like, you have to stop. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I was sitting next to him like, I won't move from here until you stop. So that was a very bad, we couldn't sleep anything. He drive. Normally they drive different in Vietnam than in Europe.
Yeah.
But that one between
Yeah.
the Vietnamese was the craziest.
Yes.
And you're like, my life.
No, the guy every time is driving and drive so quickly
Yes.
and
Extremely quickly
every
for a
time
bus.
stop
Yes.
it and enter in all the cities
Yes.
and with the I don't know the name the
When in the road you have this
yeah
Yeah.
and
flying.
flying
Yeah.
and say what
A bus
And also, if you are in the back seat,
yeah we are in the bike
same. I
Yeah,
was in
we-
the back seat. I
yeah.
feel the same way.
It's like you have to be careful with
Yeah.
your head, because even if you're like this,
yeah
you're
No.
eating. I was like,
Yeah.
that was
yeah
very bad because we weren't comfortable and we talked to him and he just ignored us and he stopped. And normally a lot of buses they also transport
Yes.
boxes of things, but all the others did it too. But this one stopped it extremely a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
in each town, it stopped, and we're like again. Then I suppose he was driving fast, so be
Yeah.
able to
Reach you at the
reach
time.
it, but it wasn't possible to reach it
Yeah.
all in that time. That's why he didn't want to stop for the toilet or
yeah.
nothing. That was a very bad night.
and she come with me and say me the guy is with some
So he
So-
put something
yeah
like not liquid, not solid, like dust, but like here, and he was like all the time through his nose,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like,
but
What
she
is
stay
it?
like okay I need to go to the toilet and the guy and say what in my face at least I don't know what is this
I
and
didn't
say
know what
what
he was doing. Maybe it's something like
Yeah.
normal, but in my mind, if someone is putting something like this, and I was like,
Yes.
he's driving, he's with drugs, and he's driving. And he was driving really, really fast and crazy. So I was like, maybe it's a drug. I was, but that was just one bus, and we took a lot of buses. So
Yeah,
it's not like the common. The rest were normal.
Yeah.
But
it's the bus, the worst.
I think it's one of
experience
the
in-
worst experiences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Vietnam, yeah.
And also, while you are traveling, do you struggle with the food or something? Anytime you find a struggle, or you will get it everywhere easily.
We like all kind of food.
Okay.
So we
all kind of.
just eat and enjoy the food. Just
Yeah.
we're careful. The first time we went to Morocco, we were careful with the fresh food, like because since the water it's not drinkable. But now we're like tomato, okay, just eat it, and we
Yeah,
didn't
normally
get
we,
sick.
yeah,
We don't drink water from
tap water.
tap water,
Yeah.
just bottle. We like
While you're traveling in Europe countries, you will travel in your van, right?
Yeah.
And you told me like you have a solar system in your van, so
Yeah.
it will give you power in your house, little house.
Yeah.
So
So you can get. So how long you need to charge your batteries, and how you manage all this thing? Like,
you are the technical part.
and how long did you stay in your van at a one place?
At depend of the temperature of site.
Yeah, it's very
Temperature
important.
of the
Yeah.
The place you are, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
but
important.
for example, you are in the coast or you are with every time have sun, you don't need move.
Yes.
It's only you have connected the a few hours the light of the van for stay inside and the fridge, but you don't need more the power of connect your phone or something, but you don't need a lot of power. But when you stay in the cold city or something, you stay like you need the heater.
Yeah,
And
the heater consumes a lot.
Yeah,
Heater you must need in your van like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
if not winters in Europe, you cannot be sleeping in a car without a heater. Like
Yeah.
in the north, center of north, because outside it's 0 degrees, so you
Yeah.
need something to warm up. Yeah.
yeah.
And if I wanted to make one of little van for me, so
Yeah.
what advice you give me? Like which things should I bring with me and like that?
Like to make it, or you have to bring with you in
When
the
I want
van.
to travel in my van on the road, I want to go on a road trip with my van.
Yeah.
So which things I needed in my van?
Water.
Okay.
Water very important. We always bring a lot drinkable water.
Okay.
Because you never know if the car stops. It can stop in the middle of nowhere, and
Nowhere.
it's hours.
Yes.
And in Spain, it's very hot.
Yes.
If you are stuck in the middle of nowhere with no water, it can be really hard. 40 degrees
Yeah.
without water. Yeah. We always bring a lot of water and something to eat. Because
to eat also.
yeah, when
Yeah.
it happened to us on our way to Morocco, the van broke, and we got stuck in the middle of nowhere for one day because it was like they could come for us, but they put us in the door of the mechanic, and they told us, okay, tomorrow is holiday, so you have to wait until the others. So we were just in the middle of nowhere in the door of the mechanic with nothing.
You
and
wanted to repair your van or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, to prepare to go to
Yeah.
Morocco. And thanks to have a lot of water and food, we could just wait
Okay.
one day
For
there.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that time you have electric lights and everything in your van.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Since the beginning. Well, when I met him, he already did most of the van things.
Yeah.
Okay.
With me, just been doing like improving things, some things, but the main thing he did it all himself. So the light you put
Yeah.
it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. It's the first.
And also, while you are traveling, you just use your saved money. How do you manage your expenses while you are traveling? Because traveling is a bit expensive for everyone,
Yeah.
right?
But
So
with
how
the
do
van,
you-
is sorry.
Yeah, that's what. How do you manage your expenses while you are traveling? They're like, how do you get the cheapest thing? How do you manage everything?
with the van is the cheapest way because you buy the food in the supermarket, the same you would do at your house.
Yes.
So you are not spending more.
Yep.
We just look.
We don't have to eat outside in restaurants.
Sometimes we
Honestly,
do it, but
yeah,
it's not necessary.
No, like that you can save your money.
Yeah, we save a lot
Yeah.
with that.
Then what
The
other
only
things?
expense is the petrol you
Petrol.
use.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
just look for the cheapest petrol
Yeah.
stations.
and for example, you don't need to pay a night in the hostel or something. It's the most expensive. You only need to move, and you pay with your petrol and no more. And it's cheaper. Like you go with your car and after enter in a hostel. Yeah.
For example, the more far you go, the expensive can be or not. For example, if you go very far, but then you stay there
Yeah.
2 months, it's very cheap because if you had to pay home for 2 months, it would be very expensive. That's what we did on autumn and winter. We went Italy, Austria, Slovenia, and Croatia. Italy, Austria.
Yes.
In Austria, we were 1 month. Austria is an expensive country.
Yes.
But since we were all the days in the van, like 1 month sleep, we were 25 days living in the van without going to the hotel. It's the time we've been like more time without stopping one night to go to a hotel. Because when we do that, normally maybe one every 10 days, we go to a hotel just to change to be in a bigger space.
Yeah.
But because we want to, because we don't need it really. But in Austria it was all month, nothing. So it was cheap. I mean, the gas from Barcelona to Austria, it's a lot. But then if you stay 1 month there, it's cheap.
Yeah.
And also, can you tell me which country did you spend most? Like I'm talking about mine. While I was in Vietnam, I spent approx $800. Like in Indian currency, if we talk about 70,000 to 75,000, that was the highest amount I spent in one country. Okay. So like that, where did you spend the highest amount?
This is for you.
Or
This is for you.
and the lowest you spend, like while I was in Bali, Indonesia. I spent just 60,000 Indian currency. It's like approx $500. Just I spent
1 month
for the 1 month. I spent that. While I was staying in good hostels, I was eating good food, but it was the cheapest for me.
Okay.
So like that, which country did you spend for you that was the cheapest and the most expensive country till now?
The most expensive, I have to, like, it would be Cuba, but it's not, it cannot be put in here as a travel place because since I go there to visit my family, I spend there a lot of money that I wouldn't spend if I went just as a tourist. But Cuba is expensive.
You need a lot of money.
Yeah, it's expensive because the transport, there's no public transport system. So you have to pay taxi all the time. And Cuban people know that you don't have any other way to travel, so the taxi is very expensive.
Charge you more.
But really expensive.
I pay like...
You paid 100 of the euros, which is like $110.
Yeah, for
2 hours of driving.
3 hours, I think.
3 hours driving. Yeah. 3 hours. It's very expensive because there the people earn very few. So 100 is like if the taxi driver does this once, it's the actual salary of the Cuban people there. So they have to do it because no one lives off their salary there. Everyone does their job and does every other thing to be able to live. But yeah, Cuba was very expensive for us, but for that reason. So without taking into account that reason, I would say Vietnam we spend a lot.
Yeah, but we are like, okay, I'm rich.
Everything is very cheap. And then we spend a lot.
Then after you calculated.
I was like, why we spend so much if it's very cheap?
6 years.
Especially for being cheap, you're like, I'm rich. Yeah. Yeah. and
Cheapest for you?
cheapest. The cheapest. It wasn't
Morocco.
Morocco because of the oil. We had to spend, I would say Austria, because we spent zero on hotels, and
Yes.
we
That saved you a lot of money.
and in restaurants, we went on a restaurant maybe once every 4 days. So
Yeah.
and the supermarkets were more or less the same price in Spain. So we saved money. If we would be living in Barcelona paying a rent, we would have spent more than traveling through Austria with the van. So yeah, the gas to there was expensive, but then we were moving slowly in Austria. So
Yeah,
I would say Austria.
yeah, I think.
If I want to travel, because actually I'm planning to visit Europe next year. So, one advice you wanted to give me while I want to travel in Europe, which advice you will give me? Which things I need to be careful about, money and everything about it.
Okay, money.
Everything.
I would think. I think it's the same everywhere, but in Europe, it's like you can find the same thing in very different prices. For example, transport and food. You can move from one place to the other in very different options. You can go train, bus, plane if it's a little bit far. But there's always a very cheap way to go. Like I think the cheapest way is by bus. There are some companies like Flixbus that they offer quite good prices. But and if it's a little bit far, the planes are very cheap inside Europe. Like no more than 100 for a ticket from anywhere in Europe to anywhere in Europe. If you see more than 100, don't buy it. Just wait to another day because it's
I will get it in a cheaper price.
yes. No more than 100 for inside Europe.
And for example, we saw this with the travel. A lot of in Booking, for example, no, in Booking, after 5 in the evening, after 5 of the evening, sometimes have houses very cheaper.
Yeah, the same day.
The same day.
After 5
Yeah,
p.m. After 5 it will be cheaper.
Yeah, because it's the ones that they couldn't sell.
Yeah.
So they just put no in the price.
Yeah.
That's a good technique.
Yeah.
And also go to the hostels. They are very cheap, like shared rooms.
Share dorms.
Yeah.
It's the best thing, like to save money. You can take one private room some days if you want some privacy some days, but from hostel to hostel, like all the cities in Europe have hostels. They are really well prepared. They have kitchens, so you can save money buying in the supermarket and cooking it there.
Yeah.
They always have like excursions and activities to do to meet people there. I think it's the best way of traveling Europe. The hostels. And the east part is way much cheap than the west part.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah.
This part is way cheaper than a
West,
okay.
So if you want to spend
Like which country?
cheap, Poland is
Okay,
cheap.
Poland.
Slovenia was also cheap for the hotels. I would say Hungary. The food also it's cheap.
Cheap. Wow.
Like you can draw a line where Germany and Poland are touching. You just drive the line
Okay.
like this, and all the countries that are here cheap. All the ones that are here expensive.
Expensive.
Inside the part of expensive, you can also divide north to south. Like the south, Spain. Spain and Portugal are very much cheap than France, Germany, Holland, Belgium, United Kingdom. Those are the most expensive. The west, north.
North.
It's
So
the most
if I want
expensive.
to start exploring Europe, I should start with the Poland and like that.
Yeah, there you can stay a lot. It's
Longer
cheap.
time, I can stay there for a longer time.
Yeah.
And the expensive country, I will stay for some days and like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I can manage. Perfect advice. Thank you.
Also, there are some apps. Do you know Couchsurfing?
Couchsurfing, yeah.
Yeah. You can try that in the expensive areas.
Yeah. If I can get stay there, that would be lucky me.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can do also auto-stop. Yeah, but maybe you have to wait a lot because it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people doesn't stop. But You can try it.
Yeah,
It's
if you have
safe.
time. It's like a hitchhiking, right? You are talking?
Like when you are on the road, like waiting some
Yeah.
car to stop.
Yeah. In India, we use a hitchhiking word for that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In Spain at least, auto stop.
Out of stop.
Auto like auto.
Auto.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like auto stop.
Auto stop. Yeah, yeah. I heard the word first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we are in Jordan. We meet here. So after Jordan, which country you are planning to go? Like, which country is in your list? Like that.
Okay, planning because Jordan is the last of the year.
Okay.
So actually, Iceland is the only thing we think, but we don't
For
plan.
this year?
No, next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yeah, because this year we will arrive Barcelona the 14th of September,
Yeah.
and we start. I take again the university where I left it,
And
he's
I start to study.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And 2
before
years.
the year ends, I think maybe some weekends somewhere,
Yeah,
but not a
with the
big trip.
van near to
Yeah.
for Catalonia and things.
Yeah.
When we cannot travel because we are working and studying,
Hmm.
we take the van on the weekends.
Hmm.
And since Catalonia is a very diverse area, like you have sea, you have land, you have very high mountains.
Oh.
You can change a lot the landscape in a small place, in a small area.
In 3 hours.
3 hours driving,
Yeah.
you can be in a mountain that has 3,000 meters, or you can be on a beach, or you can be in the middle of the countryside. Everything inside 300 kilometers.
Yeah.
Or a big city like Barcelona.
Yeah. So I think we'll end our conversation, our beautiful conversation here, because if we talk about the travel, we need a full night and days.
Yeah.
As a gift or as a reminder, just for the reminder, I'm giving you Indian currency. So you need to travel India as soon as possible.
Yeah,
You just put this currency in your van, so it will remind you that you have to travel to India.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know how much is this.
It's a 500. It's like approx $6 to $7.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
No. It's not a lot. I want to just gift you and just remind you when you come to India.
You need to sing.
I don't have anything right now. Otherwise, I will. Yeah, put it in your van.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
We don't have. We normally we collection
Collect
yeah.
other currencies.
Yeah.
Perfect. You can add in
Yeah.
that currency. So we'll end our conversation here. So guys, if you like this video, please like, comment and share. Thanks for watching.